Very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. Myself Bala here. I welcome you all to my channel. And this video, I'm just going to create one more CPR based trading strategy. In the last 2 or 3 videos, we are discussing about CPR scanner creation with our videos. So you are giving you good response and subscribing the channel as a thank you so much. And that's why we are making some 3 to 5 strategy which we are planning to create based on the CPR logic. And today also we have come up with a new logic which is inside CPR opening. So that would be very rare possible, but we try to find if any stocks which we can get out or we can find out from that logic. So the logic is nothing about. So how do we find out stock which opening? Because sometimes the CPR level is very narrow. So so the levels of TC and the BC that should be very narrow in range. So we try to find a stock first candle should be inside between the level. So we may be focusing for a breakout and breakdown of a BC or a TC. So whether it is possible. And one more logic which I find it out is inside on CPR. So exactly the TC and the BC inside, or even we will be finding out the inside between pivot BC or pivot TC. So if any candle which forms an inside, so which is going to give you a better breakout or not. So that we to find out with our scanner. So let me try to create the scanner for a first one. So I may be thinking it is a very less chances. So but we are, even with our scanner we can go to create the charting. So whether it is possible or not. So we are making the scanner with custom indicator, but it was not defaultly available in charting. So we need to create as per our requirement. So we need to first create a custom scanner. After that, we can use that custom scanners to create a normal one scanners. So someone who are commenting about to share the link of the scanner. So I'm not providing you the link of the scanners, but I have a premium group. So where I can post my custom scanners links there, and you may be accessing that to more about the premium group. It's a paid group only. If you want interested to join, so just ping me on my WhatsApp number which shown on this video. Okay, so let me try to create the scanners. The first 5 minutes candle, which would be inside between this CPR level. So let me try to create, and one more point also I have to tell, but before after this creations I will tell you. So first candle inside between means high and low. So high must be less than, so top CPR. Okay, TC. That one as a TC. TC always be a 1 day ago. And same copy, we are copy the line. And in this case, bottom CPR, that is BC. So here I'm just going to use on a 5 minutes candle. So where I just going to take a 5 minutes candle. So I was checked out. Maybe I'm not able to even, I'm randomly checking with the charts. I can't able to find out the first candle. Okay, so maybe well it is works and they will be getting a start list. So the first candle high and the first 5 minutes low must be greater than this. This is the condition which exactly fetching you the stock which forming a inside level. So if you're checking at today this much of stocks which shown here in the cash segment. So cash segment, some of the stocks may not be liquid or low value. So even you can see only 100 value in this particular thing, and this is the ETF and Union Gold ETF. Mostly ETFs are key. Uh, so only stock 73. This one having, okay. So KMEW. Let me check. Well, it forms, but most of the liquid stocks will came there. So yeah, here this was showing you one interesting thing. So it is opened above and closed below. That means that what we are expecting exactly it should be an inside. But what happened here in this first 5 minutes candle, it is not an inside, but it will be came into this candle. The reason because we to find out the BC and TC. Okay, so here top pivot is a green color, which you have mentioned almost green color. So that I marked this in bold. We'll even we use it in dark green. Okay, and the bottom pivot is in pink color, or we can make it as in red color to make understand. Okay, so where you can see previously that is an exact one. So normally the BC would be in the bottom and TC would be in the top according to the movement. So PC sometimes may be higher than the TC or higher than the pivot also. So that is the reason. So we will be getting this much abstracts to fix or to fix that particular issue. Let me try to add one more condition. So higher. This is also one more custom one. Higher TC must be greater than lower BC. So this is one more condition which I have created. This will fetch you only TC would be higher compared to the BC. So if you are looking normal condition 13 stocks, and if I run this and higher TC greater than the lower BC. Just a moment, maybe, or we can use it top CPR greater than the pivot. Pivot point. So this will fetch you only as stocks of CPR greater than the only above pivot point, bottom CPR BC less than the pivot point. So will this one fetch exactly same number of stocks? Why? Let me check again. In this case, we always be the fixed one. Oh, sorry. Daily pivot point, bottom, daily central, top. Yeah, top must be always been above to the level. Okay, that we have fetched it. The top CPR greater than the pivot or greater than the bottom BC. So let me try. See, we got it. Just a second, we'll check it. Yeah, this will fetch you the exactly the top CPR must be greater than the bottom CPR. That normally fetch you the top CPR always be greater than. But in this case, why the stock is showing you some issue in a charting basis, which you are checking the 5-minute chart, the candle is entirely different for today's opening. Open price it shows 1752. So because maybe it is a liquid one. So 1752 is the opening and high is 1761. So where you can see low and high 61 and 50, but in this case in the first 5 minutes it was showing you 59 high and 53 low, 1759 in the first 5 minutes candle. Okay, 24th. So that was the issue. But if you are looking at 6-4 and 4-8, so it is in exactly inside between the level, and we do wait for higher or lower level. But it was very rare. So if I'm just changing in this condition with even Nifty 500 stocks, I don't get any much more stocks. So where you can see in the first candle, it may not be happen. So most of the time, the CPR values will be very narrow in range. But after market opening, so we try to find initially I told you now, so 15 minutes candle inside between the R4 and this particular. So instead of the first candle, so we can use any latest candle. So 15 minutes I used. So in this 15 minutes, we have at the closing hours, we have a lot of stocks. We can get a lot of stocks which is closed. So let me go for this is about a Nifty 500. So let me try with the future and options charts. So maybe one or two stocks will need to get. Yeah. So Bank Nifty also be forming such a pattern. So let me check Bank Nifty. Is this pattern on 15 minutes time frame. So which is closed inside between the CPR higher level and lower levels. Previously there is a the second candle, third, fourth. But after such a kind of formation, we try to focus the BC or a TC. That would be a great opportunity. So that kind of thing which we will be finding out with this, and but I will be finding a one more logic to get simply. It will be inside between the TC and BC. So this will fetch you the stock which 15 minutes candle. It is inside between. So randomly check BHEL 1245 today. So let me go for BHEL. Many stocks which came. So here in the perfectly inside. So many candle 1245. and so many of the candle which is in inside. But we will be trying to find, maybe it is in a range bound kind of stocks also if it is trading in between, or we can expect some breakout too if it does breaks the upper TC or BC levels. That would be helping you to find out some trade opportunity. So let me try to find in between pivot. So the low is greater than, high is less than the, instead of CPR. So we will use a pivot. Okay, so this will fetch you the high and the low. It must be, sorry, high must be less than the pivot and low greater than the bottom CPR. Okay, so this will be fetching in the bottom pivot and the TC levels, sorry, BC level. So we'll be check blue star. Let me check. That is, so 15 minutes. So we'll try low greater than the bottom CPR, high less than the pivot. Yeah, so I think this will adding some issue. So let me go for this should also be there, na? Let me check blue star with the charting data. This is why closing our, yeah, that candle is entirely different and maybe some issues with the data. Here it should be around 315 red color candle, but in this case it is a blue candle. It's a green candle. Okay, we need to check. I think it's 5 minutes. Let me check with the 15 minutes. It's also will seem like, but what is the issue? The scanner is 15 minutes high, less than the 1 day ago, and low is greater than the 1 day ago bottom CPR. That's right only. Let me check with GMR. Hmm, some issue is there, so we need to fetch it. What is that? This one. Star again, King, Dalmia Barrett. In this case, central piece is black, and bottom is red. That is already in bottom. Top is a greater, where we made a mistake. So in this case, bottom CPR should be less than pivot. So this may be the condition. Pivot point. Both are same only. If you are on this, again blue star came. So I think some issue we have to check. In minutes, I less than the 1 day ago pivot distance. We'll check. Wait. So I think we need to change instead of that central pivot which we have created for CPR pivot. So the high of that particular 15 minutes candle should be less than this central pivot instead of pivot, and 5 minutes low greater than the bottom CPR. And if I'm just looking that there is no stocks. So previously we find some stocks around 3 p.m. It's in RBL. So let me check on RBL bank on 15 minutes time frame. I don't want to take much more time of yours. So 15 minutes time frame. What should be that 3 o'clock? Maybe here at 15 to 45, 3 o'clock. So this is the point where exactly it is in inside. So I should be less than the pivot, right? But it is again 15 minutes candle high. It's less than the pivot, but in this case, pivot is about 1 day ago. That's right only. Let me check again. There is an issue. and let me make but normally this one is I don't want to take even much more time here to waste. This is the point where I'm just exactly trying to look for this idea to find that kind of stocks. And at a 3 p.m. Astral, let me check Astral. That is an exact thing. So maybe this one we to ignore. And if we find it out, let me go for same stock. RBL also be there. And BL Bank equity in this candle which shows, but it is an inside between the level, but the high is slightly higher. Maybe some data issue, and previously the same stock, Forge Industries, previous also be the mistake, Forge Industries, and that would be a great one. So exactly this I'm just looking out inside between. The same like that, if I want to find it out above upper Bollinger Band, so the low is greater than the central pivot and high is less than the R1. So that will help you. So I think I don't want to take that. This is an idea. So where you can try, and if you have any logics or questions, you just ping me on my WhatsApp or just chat with me. I'll help you to create a better way of this particular scene. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.